What's the deal? What's going on, guys? Huh? What's going on? How you doing? How's it going? Excuse me, I had to fix something real quick there. But anyway, guys, what's up? Hello. I'm being stupid. I really, I'll nail an intro one of these damn days, and an outro for that matter. But for the time being, you'll have to love me. Today is August 23rd, 2012. It's 4:51 p.m. right smack dab, and well, I guess you would consider this the evening at this point. I'm not too sure. But either way, you get my drift. Welcome back to Resident Evil 4, Session 6, Numero C. I think that's how you say 6 in Spanish. I'm not sure. I know that's how you say 6 in French. Foreign language is not my strong point here, people. Cut me some slack, alright? But anyway, if you're just joining us, my name is Jay, or iBluairJgR, as it says on the YouTube channel, YouTube name below. And welcome to my Resident Evil 4 walkthrough. I was about to say Resident Evil 6 there because I've been looking up on Resident Evil 6 lately because I haven't been keeping up with it. But from what I see so far, it's looking, it looks good to me. Of course, it's not old school Resident Evil, but I'm not complaining about that. But I am getting a bit excited for it. I'm hoping that Resident Evil 6 is more close to 4 than it will be to 5, if you get what I'm saying. In the latest Game Informer, I'll talk real quick before we start. The latest Game Informer is like a co-op issue. I'm holding it. Oh, I see it right here, right now. It's a co-op issue, right? And pretty much they list like the greatest co-op games of all time, as well as like the biggest co-op games that are coming up within this year, next year. And number 30 was Resident Evil 5. And I'm not bringing this up to be like, to praise this game, because as I did have fun with Resident Evil 5, it is my least favorite Resident Evil, to be honest. Of the mainstream ones, I never played Outbreak for the PS2, I believe it was on. I never played Revelations for the 3DS because I don't own a 3DS, nor did I ever own any Nintendo system. But simply put, I don't. In comparison, I don't like Resident Evil 5. And the last sentence here of the article says, I'm going to read this to you right now. Let me see. I might as well read the whole thing, actually. Fuck it. Let me just read the whole thing. Ready for this? It's story time. Story time. Resident Evil 4 proved that the series could thrive as an action-packed shooter, and Resident Evil 5 established that shooting mutant freaks is even more fun with a friend. The lengthy campaign is filled with huge boss fights, requiring coordinated teamwork and plenty of back-against-walls moments that wouldn't be rewarding alone. Mix in weapon item sharing and split-screen or online co-op, and you have one of the best Resident Evils ever. I call bullshit. And yes, I just threw the magazine, because that game, I really wish Resident Evil has not turned into this co-op thing, because honestly, you just can't have. Well, Resident Evil is more of the action shooter now, and arguably it all started with 4, but 4 was great, so nobody complained, but 5 is shit. But either way, if they were to return to their horror roots, Resident Evil has to drop the motherfucking co-op aspects. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Let me get started. I don't know why I like to talk a lot during the intro, but I just feel like it's fitting. Snipe your head off, boss. Snipe your head off. Anybody saw how he had a cowl, or he did have a cowl on, or something wrapped around his shoulders, and as soon as I shot his head off, it disappeared. Fun fact. Well, I'll explain it after this little cutscene here. I'm a little excited today, excuse me.
I wonder if you can see me, Mr. Kennedy.
If you even scratch her, I'll break your bones.
First, we shall see if you can make it this far. I'll be waiting.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Shit.
I know, right, Leon? Alright. I wasn't aware Ayeta had so many syllables. He was his mouth. Okay. Oh, that was I was going to say at first. Since the last session, I actually got myself a cheap pair. Getting a suplex on the stairs must hurt like shit. And this man just shakes. He gets up and shakes it off. Not that roundhouse kick, though. Never mind. Oh, shit. I actually got myself a cheap pair of headphones off Amazon.com, as well as... Fuck out of here, don't throw that shit at me. Shit! You wouldn't figure it would be possible to miss that many times for so up close to somebody. There we go. Got myself a cheap pair of headphones as well as a extension cord for the headphones, because if you remember, as I said earlier, I said I had this problem where I couldn't hear the TV, and like specifically for this game, I could not hear the music for when enemies stop coming or enemies no longer respawn, like I'm done for the area. Fuck that, that was a headshot. There we go. So I finally got me, and the problem was that I had a headphone connector on my television. However, I did not have any pair of headphones that could reach, because I'm fairly close to my TV, but I'm not that close. So no normal pair of, no average length of headphone wires would be able to reach, and there was no way I could leave. You'll see what I'm shooting wooden things in a second. There was no way I could leave, and I just ran in a fucking circle. There was no way I could leave the TV volume up, because that would mean that you guys would hear not only the game sound from the recording or from the Hop Hog HD PVR, but you would also hear the game sound coming through my microphone, of which, you know, I'm aware of these things because I also watch playthroughers or commentators, and sometimes they leave these things in, like, without any seemingly notion to care, and it's very annoying. So, you know, I'm aware of these things. I got your back. I got your back, YouTube. So I finally got my ass some headphones and shit, so I can now hear the game sounds, which is great, because I can perform better. Plus, it was not annoying or not boring, but kind of annoying to play with like a mute TV. But anyway, here we go. Ritual preparation. Thanks to the efforts of the Novistadors, that's what the bugs are called, the Novistadors, we've been able to recapture Ashley. We shall prepare for the sacred ritual as quickly as possible and make Ashley an official member of the Los Illuminados. While we prepare for the ritual, those of you who feel inclined can attend to our American friend. We should be able to hold off our friend for at least a little while by jamming the gears in the clock tower or something. Hint, hint, that was the wooden planks that they put in between the cogs that I just shot. I think if we jam the gears in 3 places, it should give us enough time to prepare everything for the ritual. Now go and entertain our American tourist. And I just shot all them shits up because I played this game way too many times. And we are good. You know, way to go to put wooden planks to try and stop somebody. You know, like forget about putting like some pipes or something. Put wood. Even though I even doubt wood would be able to stop these, depending on how thick the wood was. But I mean, come on now. Come on now. Alright, got some enemies here, as I can hear. You son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Fucking shoot nothing at me, you piece of shit. Why am I hearing? Whatever. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Pussy. No, this is actually going to be a difficult session. I already know. There are a couple of fights here that are considered the hardest in the game, but we got this. Hey! The thing is to...